Good morning, everyone. So after yesterday's fiasco, I colored in my cards, as you know, and I went through them again, and in this particular deck, I ended up not just finding four, but I found five. Judgment also needed to be colored in, so it's just how it is. I started going through my Deviant Moon deck, and there's so many in that I'm going to have to color in. It breaks my heart. Uh, but I'm going to do it. And then what I'll do is I'll end up getting a couple of new decks for when I'm reading for people personally. And until I do that, they're going to have to put up with my colored in decks, is what it is, right? So anyway, yeah, one of the videos, the video missions, they also took down, they stopped the comments on it. And I didn't find any comments on that inappropriate, so what I had seen anyways, but they blocked comments on that one, and then they hit another video that I did with restrictions as well. So I don't know, I'm just gonna have to be very careful with my words, you guys. And I've colored in my cards, and I'm gonna just have to speak in code. I received several emails yesterday from them about guidelines and disinformation and all sorts of stuff, you guys. So I'm going to have to be really, really careful with my words, and I'm also going to have to be very careful with my titles. So you may not know what the heck the reading is actually about. I may end up just having to title everything Tarot Insight. I just don't know what else to do to make sure that, they're not zoning in on me. I don't know. So anyways, I have been in the midst of a lot of things, and somebody had asked me a long time ago to do a reading on replicators. And if you guys remember right, I did a reading and I misused the word and I used simulator. And then I took it down and I ended up giving a universal message. But that's been quite a little while. I mean, that was June, probably May even, May or June. So it's been a while, and I knew that today I wouldn't be able to come on and deep dive, but I could do a basic reading around replicators, right? So that's what I did. So the first thing, as you know, you guys all know how I operate. I have to know if this is even a real thing, because when you're reading, even though you think you know something, or even though there's proof of it being there or whatever, really you should never just assume. So the first thing you want to do is find out if this is even a real thing, right? So I called in all of my guides and I did all of my things, and the healing intentions are always set, you guys. So if you want them, just stand in your power and breathe them in and decree them for your highest and greatest good, only and always. So anyways, the first thing I needed to do was find out, give me a true story. Does the technology that we are calling replicators even exist right now, right? So what I'm getting is there's a manifestation of that. So there is a manifestation of the replicators, okay? But I would say it's probably not exactly what we're hearing. It actually is, because the current manifestation is going to come to pass, all right? So the current manifestation of this technology that we would call a replicator is going to come to pass. There is a manifestation of it right now, but it's going to end. But moving forward, right, we're going to be victorious moving forward with a technology that we will refer to as a replicator, or something that is like the idea that we have of what a replicator is, okay? It's going to be victorious moving forward. So right now, the energy that's driving the system is that this manifestation of this replicator is in the hands of systems. So this is my bad systems card, right? So this is the systems of, I'm going to be careful with my words, you guys. I have to be very careful. But it starts with a C. They're the people that we don't, they're the people that we know do things that we consider immoral, right? So the manifestation is there, okay? But as we move up, when we're looking at this new world, we're going to break new ground. So this is interesting to me. So I said, all right, so we are going to have something that is called a replicator, or it's the idea of a replicator when we break new ground and it comes into this new world, right? So I said, will this new technology that we'll be looking at as we move forward, this new groundbreaking technology, will it be able to replicate food? And so I got this. I got the 4. And so that's a celebration. That's people working together. That's like a marriage card. So, yeah, it's going to be able to replicate probably some food, okay? So it will be able to do some replications of food. And then I asked, will it be able to replicate clothing? And I got the High Priestess. That's easy peasy. Absolutely, it will be replicating things like that. Clothing and things like that will absolutely be easily replicated with this High Priestess. That's higher arcana. With the food and stuff, this is a 4. It's celebratory. It's like a yes, but it's not a major arcana, so I wouldn't say that it will be able to do all of that stuff. What will be coming will be able to replicate some food, yes. But absolutely, clothing will be very, very easy to replicate. So what I wanted to know, because it looks this way, right? The manifestation of this technology that we're speaking of today looks to be like it's in the bad guy's hands, right? So, and that it's got to come to pass. So what I wanted to know is, does it need to be upgraded? Like, because I'm thinking, what I think is that I imagine that if it's been in the bad guy's hands, maybe it's not completely trusted and it's got to be gone over with a fine-tooth comb. Do you know what I mean? Before it's brought to, like, society. So I asked that, does it have to be, like, upgraded? Are there things that they're looking at that, as far as like that type of technology, will there be like things that they want to clean up, fix, make sure that it's like, high vibrational, right? And not low vibrational. So this is the story I got around that. So yeah, strategically, there are good things to this replicator right now, but there are also some things that are not so good, disappointing, right? So there are people coming together and they're working together, very smart people, in order to work on this type of equipment, right? Technology. So people are working together right now to fix all of these things that they would consider not worthy. See how she's bound? This is technology, and she's bound. And so, yes, up here we got some of that stuff is good, but some not so much. There's stuff that they consider lower frequency. So they're working together. And then we got our yes. We got our Ace of Cups. We got our yes. They're working together. It's going to be tweaked. It's going to be upgraded. It's going to be higher vibrational, right? And so then I said, then the question that I wanted to know after that is it because it's been in the bad guy's hands that it's not completely trusted, right? I wanted to know that. And I got our Lovers card, so yes, that's a yes. So because it was in the bad guy's hands, it's not completely trusted. And there are things on it that they've considered high vibrational, that are considered high vibrational, but other things about this technology that they don't like so much. So they're working together to get rid of all of those things that they would consider lower frequency, and then yes, bring a higher frequency kind of technology that does kind of the same thing that we're all thinking with this replicator, right? So yeah, it is. There's a version of it manifested already, but that version is going to end, okay? So victory is moving forward. You know, getting away from the way that these people did things and looking at it a new world and breaking new ground, which means that the improvement that they're doing, because it was in the hands of the bad guys, the improvement that they're doing right now. And yes, it's absolutely going to be able to replicate clothing and some food. I would say not all food with this lower arcana card. But yeah, definitely it's going to be able to. And so I forgot to ask you guys, when we would see that type of technology. So let's just do what we always do and mess up the cards a little bit. Kind of like shuffling, but not really. Kind of, but not. So now we're going to ask, is this technology something that we will see? I know it's hard for them with time. Time is just such an illusion. But is this technology something that we're going to see in the near future? So let's just set a date. So let's ask this. Will this technology be something that, society will see available by the year that we call 2025? Right now we're halfway through the year that we call 2023. So will this be something that we will see available to we folk here in society, we ordinary people here in society? Is this something that we will see available to us by the year that we call 2025? Let's just get a card on that. See if they'll answer with one card or another story. With that High Priestess, it could go either way, okay? So with this one, it's sort of like see how this is like the dark and the light. She's abundant back here. So I would say they're not going to give us a straight answer. It could go either way. It will depend on how things move forward with this High Priestess. So we could get it, or we could not get it. But with this, we're also seeing abundance. So it wouldn't be as necessary anyway, you guys, because there would already be abundance. So probably once we get it, it's not going to be like so life-changing, honestly, because there'll be other forms of abundance. Is that correct? Let's just cut the cards here. So, is that right? We'll cut them 3 times, I guess. 3 is a good number. It's joyful. Okay, so yeah, there's going to be some of our prayers that are answered. It's probably not going to be, by the time we get it, we're going to be abundant enough. Our prayers will have been answered so that it wouldn't seem as big of a deal as it would like probably right now. You know what I mean? So anyways, I hope that you guys found a little value and had a little fun with that. I know it's not a big, deep dive, but I think we covered some decent ground, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And if there's any other questions that you have around the replicator that I didn't cover, we can always do this again. We can ask those questions again, right? So I hope that you all enjoyed this. I hope that you all have a wonderful day. Yeah, and I'm just going to keep on keeping on and try not to do anything that would get me too noticed on this channel that would cause more reprimanding. So anyways, you guys, again, the healing intentions are set. All you got to do is breathe them in for your highest intention, for your highest and greatest good, only and always. And I'm sending you many, many blessings and much, much love. And I'll be back with more later. Okay, take care.